Hey guys, welcome back again. We are in the drafting section of this class. The drafting and the cutting of the safari suit with a shirt collar, shirt sleeve, and the cam collar. So that's what we are now. So the first thing we do without waste of time is to know the measurements. The measurements I'll be using for this: the shoulder is 19 inches, the sleeve is 24 inches, and the chest is 43 inches. The tummy is 41 inches. 41 inches is the tummy, and the hip is 44 inches. So these are the measurements I'll be making use of to draft this safari suit. And without waste of time, we start the drafting immediately. What I will do is to mark out 1 inches. 1 inches. I mark out 1 inch here. 1 inch. Mark out 1 inch. So I will connect those points to give me a straight line. Connect the points to give me a straight line. So you can see it. So the next thing I will do is to measure out the length of the safari suit. From there, I'll mark the length. The length is 28 inches. I'm sorry I did not mention the length while calling out the measurement. 28 inches is the length measurement. So I will mark 28 inches. I will push it forward and also mark 28. And I will also mark 28. So what I do is to connect it. I connect it. I will add folding allowance. I will make it 2 inches. Folding allowance of 2 inches. And there's something I want you to know, that this safari suit is going to have a back vent. Pardon me, side vent, not back vent. Side vent. It's going to be side vent or double vent. Call it side or double vent. So this is it. So I have this, and I will mark here. I will mark out here. We'll take gear off. So I will trim that place off. So we get the armhole point first, the armhole point, and the armhole point is the chest divided by 4. The chest divided by 4 will give us, the chest is 43 inches. If we divide it by 4, it will give us 10.75. We mark it out, 10.75. And we also connect the line. We take 2 inches upward. I will also connect the line. Then I will take the half back of it. The half is 14. We add 1.5 inches, which is a constant, will give us 15.5. This is 15.5 here, and this is 15.5. So I also connect it. So what I do now is that I will measure here, make here 1 inch. I make here 1 inch. I'll make here half inch. This half inch. So I will connect it with French curve. I connect here with French curve. And here should be 3/4 or 1/4 pardon. So here we go straight. I measure out the shoulder. The shoulder is 19 inches. 19 divided by 2 give us 9.5. I add half inch, same allowance to it. I measure from here to that point, which will give us 11. I will bring it 11 inches. So I will measure here. I make here 10 inches. And I will make here 11.5 inches. Now we connect it. So the back vent I make here 1.5 inches, and the back, not back vent, the side vent, I make the side vent here 1.5, and the length should be 9 inches. Then I will make here 2 inches. So what I will do now is to mark out the neck area, the wideness of the neck. The wideness of the neck will give us the chest divided by 12, which is 43 divided by 12 will give us 3.5. I mark out this, mark out half inches upward, and from here the shoulder slope I will make it 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. So I will give a curve here. So I will draft out the back first. Thereafter, I will now draft the front. So I'm done drafting the back. So I will focus on the front right now. So let me check if here will be enough for the measurement of the chest. We have the chest as the tummy measurement as 41. I remove half-inch seam allowance there, and I have 5 here and also half-inch, the total of 13 inches. If I multiply this 12.5 into 2, it will give us 25 inches. And I will also measure from here, given our seam allowance here, our half-inch seam allowance, and also another half-inch, this one will give us 8 inches. This is 8.5. Half-inch seam allowance, we have 8 inches. 8 inches multiplied by 2 will give us 16 inches. So I have 1 here, I have 4. But what I'm seeing here is showing or is indicating that this might not be enough, unless on the side vent I will join in a fabric by the side of the side vent to complete it. I think that's what I will do. I will join fabric by the side of the vent to complete it. Or rather, let me leave here for the sleeve, for the cutting of the sleeve, and use the remaining fabric for the front. So what I will do now is that I will cut here off and keep it by the side. I'll cut it out and keep it by the side. So we now pull out more of the fabric. Pull more of the fabric out. So I will place it here. While I place it, I will trace all this line out. So I have this. So what I will do first, I will trim here. So I will pull the fabric to myself. it to myself, and I will now take my measurement to see how it goes. So I have, this is ½ inch seam allowance, and also another ½ inch seam allowance here. So I have 14 and a half divided by 2, pardon me, 14 and a half or 14.5 multiplied by 2 will give me 29 inches. Again, 29 inches, and from here to here will give me the same 16 inches. 16, which is 8. So if I add this plus this will give me 5 inches. Put 1 here, which is 45 inches. I think we are good to go here. So I will now check the chest. I have 45 for the tummy, extra 3 inches allowance, both for the dart sewing and the dart cutting, the dart sewing. So I will push it forward. I push it forward to this point. The chest measurement, you remove ½ inch here and also ½ inch here. So I have 31 inch here and also ½ inch here. So I have 31 inches. I measure here. I have 18. This plus this will give us 9, and this plus this will give us 4. So on this side I have extra 6 inches allowance. I will shift this a little bit. And I will trace this out. You trace the side out. Now I will mark out the neck, the depth of the neck. We have 3.5 here, and on this side 3.5. I will connect it with French curve. So I will now measure from here. I measure out from here to here. It's giving us 7. So I will pass the same measurement here. The 7 inches. Remember, this is connecting to here, and the depth should be start from here further. So I will give the curve here. This is 3.5 inches, and the shoulder slope is 1.5 inches from here, and we have ½ inch upward. I will now join the slope. So I will give my curve with French curve. So whatever curve we are giving should not exceed this base, the armhole base. We should not exceed it. So I will draft out the front. I will cut it out right now. I commence with the cutting. I'm done with this. Oh, what I will do now is to cut out the inner facing of the safari suit, the inner facing. That's what I'm going to cut out now. And you place it this way and you press it out. So we are done with the drafting of the safari suit. So in our next class we'll be considering how to draft the two-piece sleeve with a cuff. That's what we'll be considering in our next class. Thank you very much, and may